Alright, today we've got our last full region of the DLC, Ancient Rauh Ruins, all the way up here. So to start, we'll go to the west rampart here in Shadowkeep, cross this giant bridge to get to it. So once you're here, you can just go through this door and mount up torrents, and you want to keep moving so you don't get hit by the rain of fire at the end, but you should be able to pretty easily just grab all these items on the way. Nothing too crazy to pick up, honestly. And then we got this guy to deal with. You will drop the salsa hood and rain of fire, the post-salsa ritual. It's kind of a banger, actually. That joke wasn't even scripted. Go up this lift though, and then we're here. Simple as that. Grab the Grace, and outside we'll mount up and then just wrap all the way around the right side here behind this building. Find the golden horn tender, and it's probably faster just warp back. So let's do that. And this time we'll go out to the left. Go southeast. Where are my runes at? Oh, down with Bale. That's alright. I'm sure we'll die again today. We'll move those closer by. Behind this elevator here, this broken pillar, Spirit Calculus, and you can take this down and hop off Torrent, be ready to fight a blood fiend at the bottom. Start heading through the hallway, take out the dog. Then we got a bunch of blood fiends to clear out in here. Okay. Somber Smithing Stone 8 that they're regarding. And then we can run out here through this square tunnel thing to get outside. Should be a couple more blood fiends out here. Take them out and then go northwest all the way to the end of this ledge here. That corpse with some thin beast bones, and then go all the way southeast now. Should find the staircase down here. That will lead us to a hippo, which we want to kill. Alright, this is gonna go poorly as usual. My controller's literally not even working. There we go. I was holding that button for like a good 4 seconds before that actually went off. So you get a Shadow Tree fragment from that, and then you can warp back to Viaduct Minor Tower. All done with this little area. Back outside, we'll go west through some archways here. Just keep going until you see an entrance. Should be marked by some fires. Pretty hard to miss. And once you're inside, wait, were there fires? Yeah, okay. Making sure I wasn't lying. Immediately go right, hop up on this branch here. Nice. Try again. It's very dark in here. Somber Spinning Stone 9. And then we'll turn around. May have noticed First Blade waiting right here. Try to get the jump on this guy. There we go. Nearby we got a glimmering jar. Revered Spirit Ash inside. And then just keep going through here until you find this giant double door. And ignore it for now and just go off to the left here. This corpse for Fire Sprite Stone. Then you can go back and open it up. Too many scorpions, I can't see. Enter, please. No! No, no, this is the worst possible thing that could happen. Why does it take so long to put that on my belt? Alright, so them dead. There are more around the corner, unfortunately. Okay, okay, relax, dude, relax. What the fuck is your problem? Damn. I hate these things. No. Not like this, dude. Alright, that was a problem for no reason. So once they're dead, grab the corpse that they were guarding, Shadow Realm Rune 5, and then directly northeast of where you get that item. This is an illusory wall, so we go inside, get a Bond Stone and the Antiquity Scholar's Cookbook 2. Go back in, keep following this path over to the right. Down the stairs, one of these guys should be a glimmering pot. There you are. broken rune there, and he drops Spirit Calculus ×3. Don't know why I said that, but the giant door here to the southwest is the way forward. But before we do that, you want to come over here through another one of these square tunnels. Take out the scorpions in this room. Alright, and then onward into this area, we'll go take 2 rights here. Well, yeah, maybe. Okay, we'll do it this way. There's another curse blade here waiting. I can't remember exactly where you need to be standing to trigger it to drop down, so might as well just get a free shot on it, right? I genuinely hate this thing. Like, just stop moving, man. It's not that serious. Okay, so what did I say? We take 2 rights from that original entrance, go in here, and there should be... Is he gone? Might be gone. So I'm just completely disoriented. No, I think he's gone. Alright, I'm gonna save and reload the game. This is what I get for changing the plan. There you are. Shadow Tree fragment from that, and a golden horn tender. Definitely don't want to miss those. So with him dead and the curse blade dead, you can now relatively safely go over to this east corner. Get some throwing daggers, and then we'll go through the nearby hallway going northeast. And one of these roads where it splits, there's an item, glass shards. A couple scorpions here to deal with. That's crazy. I do really appreciate the fact that you can use torrent in this area. It's almost like a way of apologizing for not letting us use torrent in the Bristle Woods. There's an area that you absolutely should have been able to use torrent, and we didn't let you. So here's an area where you're inside the whole time, and probably shouldn't be able to use torrent. We're gonna let you do it anyway. I don't like this game, dude. Pick a different move. Okay, once they're all dead, keep going. On this room with a bunch of white flowers, there will be another scorpion up here. I thought that lightning bolt was about to miss him. And honestly, I was gonna have to like take a lap and decompress if that happened. So with that, we backtrack to that sandy room with the scorpions that we entered through the square tunnel. Now we can go through this door. Immediately off to the right, we have Rauh 5. Make sure you're on torrent and jump down into the Spirit Spring. And then we're going to immediately turn straight around, go southeast all the way to the end. And you can ignore this Spirit Spring, just run straight through it. Probably ignore these guys too if you really want to. But get the Shadow Realm Rune 6, and then turn around again, going all the way northeast, or northwest, sorry, this time. And at this intersection, we'll take a right. Climb up the branch in here. Find Crucible Feather Talisman, which I believe is the one that enhances backsteps. Yes, but increases damage taken in exchange for that. So now we'll go southwest. Once you're in here, you see this like double archway in front of us. As soon as you go through this first set of double archways, there's a branch off to your left that you can climb. Go. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Shadow Realm Rune 7. Keep going southeast from here. And once you're outside, you'll see a Crucible Knight posted up on that rock. So we're just gonna swing way wide left and avoid that for right now because there's a Grace just past it, and it would be quite a shame to die before we got the Grace. Also in this back left corner, get the Ash of War Dryleaf Whirlwinds, Rauh Burrow. And then we got Ancient Ruins Cross Message, Shadow Tree Fragment, Touch the Cross, Message from Letta, and finally the Grace. I will go ahead and rest here. Now I think the message from... Actually, wait. Can we get a blessing level? Yes. 18, there we go. So what was I saying? Yeah, the message from Letta. I think it just appears wherever like the first cross you find after killing Mesmer is, but I'm not positive. It shouldn't matter if it's not here for you though, because it's really just telling us how to get to this region, which we're already in, obviously. That's why I think it doesn't usually appear here. It's just whatever cross you find first after Mesmer, because it wouldn't really make sense to leave the directions for how to get here in the area itself. But it also just tells us a less helpful version of the other note we just picked up, which are both irrelevant if you're following a guide anyway. But we need to burn the Sealing Tree, and to do that we need to kill Mesmer, and we've already taken care of that, obviously, so just wasting paper, really. This could have been an email, as they say. Let's go back for that Crucible Knight, though. I feel like my weather RNG on the walkthrough so far has been kind of bad. Like, I think every other time I've gone through this zone, it's just been bright and sunny. It's such a beautiful looking zone, but it's kind of dark and gloomy and foggy, and just looks a lot more sinister than usual. Let's do something about that. Pass the time, try till morning, see what happens. It's a bit better. I can work with that. Let's also craft... Do I have any made already? No. Craft up 1 or 2 hefty furnace pots. This golem, if I remember right, is a little bit stronger than the others. Same moveset, no surprises here. But it does just hit hard and have a lot of health. Being that we are nearing the end of the DLC, grab a couple of those items on the bridge, keep moving, make it quick so you don't get blasted by this. And then we're actually just going to ignore the golem for a second and go up the little hill to the south behind it, because there's another grace behind it. I think I had in my notes somewhere that, like, right in the area we just rode through on that little hill there was a corpse with some beast bones, I think, but I have never been able to find it since I wrote that down, so I'm thinking maybe the golem just, like, killed something. I think I'm gonna summon for this one, just to speed it up a bit. Let's bust out Telu. I don't have enough. I don't have enough FP for that guy. How about you two? This won't be all that helpful since you, oops, where is it? Here we go. No. Wait, do I not have enough FP for them either? That's crazy. I'm blinded. Stormhawk Dean isn't the worst choice for this, honestly, just because it can fly over a lot of the fire waves. But it's also not the best, because it doesn't help too much with the poise damage, I feel like. Almost missed that. Would have been devastating. Out of stamina. So sad. Alright, there we go. Wait, how did these get removed? Wait, what? What is happening? There we go. Okay, so yeah, we got the drops from him. Warp over to Rauh Ancient Ruins West, the grace we just got. And then once you're ready, go southwest into these ruins. Try to zigzag a little bit and avoid this bouncing thing. Once we're up here, check over here to the right. The ring jar guy, maybe, please. Drop some spirit calculus, Rauh Barrow. And over here in the northwest wall, Shadow Tree fragment, getting chased by a curse blade. I want no part of that. So run southwest through this hallway. Spirit gravestone, and down the lift. Up the lift. So go outside, and we're right here on the map. The map for this area is not terribly helpful because most of it's underground, but Once you get to the top of that lift, left around the corner here, drop down again, and then right here. Nice. Yes, it's exactly what I wanted. Alright, we'll try this again. Do it the right way this time. Jump from this side. 4-toed foul foots. Get our runes back. And then we're just gonna make our way as far as we can on these walkways here. There's an elevator straight ahead of me. We're gonna ignore that for a second. Going southeast. Ignore those guys too if you want. And up these stairs. Got a little square hole to jump through. And another one. Leads us to a chest containing the talisman of all crucibles, which is, it gives you the effect of like every crucible talisman wrapped into one. Which is kind of cool. I don't think I've personally ever used any of the crucible talismans, so can't say I really get a lot of use out of that one either. But maybe you could. Grab this grace right here. Rest up one more time. And I will go down these stairs off to the right. There's going to be a golem archer that pops up distance down the road. Should be relatively safe with all these trees around though. Go over here to get a spirit calculus and then go back to the road and we'll go deal with the archer I just mentioned. How did I know that was gonna happen? I always just run through there and he always like clips me a little bit and just does a tiny bit of damage. Usually just hits torrent, like it's fine. But that time I just had the random thought, what if I hid behind this pillar? Alright, clip torrent. Kind of a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Grab these smithing stones and I guess we'll deal with the dogs now. And then up to the left. Deal with you. And then go back down to this main path. We'll keep going down the stairs. And just follow this path northeast, slightly north, I guess, all the way to the end. Now if you jump down to the southeast over here on our right, there is going to be a boss fight with a divine beast dancing lion. Sorry, something came up, had to cut the video, but as I was saying, down there is going to be a boss fight with a divine beast dancing lion, which is optional. I'm going to be fighting it, but it's pretty much the same as the original version, with the difference being it has one phase where it goes to like a death blight theme, and it's also going to summon in some basilisk ads for that, so that's a bit of a problem, but for the most part, its moveset's the same. It's just going to cycle through different elements like you're used to. What I would say is make sure for what I'm about to tell you that you clear out all these shadow guys up here as I just did. But what you can do if you've got a bit more of a casting build is, or just long range attacks in general. I'm gonna throw on, let's see, we'll go lightning sacred, or no, lightning scorpion charm. I feel like I did the same thing last time where I accidentally put on the wrong one. And then we'll go Phlox Canvas Talisman. And then we want a bow. Where's the pulley bow at? There you are. I want something with a decent amount of range. And then probably have to aim up quite a bit here. More. Running a crazy route right now. There we go, got its attention. And it will come over here and we can rain down some spells from up here. When it goes directly underneath you, you kind of lose lock on, but it should start to back up fairly quickly. And usually it'll like try to reset itself like this and walk all the way back to where it started. It's got a few long-range breath attacks that I think can technically reach you if you're up here. They kind of just like fizzle out sort of the second that they get close to the edge. But just don't stand too close to the edge if you're worried about them hitting you. Here's one of them. See, it just comes to like right there. I think maybe he doesn't have line of sight to do that any closer. That's why they don't usually come all the way up here. But he should go into his phase transition soon. He might have to back up a ways before he'll do it. You could just sit up here and pelt him with arrows and stuff too if you wanted to. Didn't bring enough FP or cerulean flasks to get through all this, but there we go, phase transition, and be careful because the basilisks will spawn up here with you. Fat rolling. There you are. It seems like there's a little barrier here that won't let me go over the edge when I cast. It's actually really nice. It takes such a big step forward on lightning spears for some reason. There's some basilisks down there in the arena as well. You can see it can hit you up here. So, I'll top off my health here, and we'll swap these for something else, I don't know. Alright, let's get down there and finish the boss. So yeah, other than these basilisks, it should be really the exact same fight that you encountered back in the Bellarat Tower. Okay. I was not ready for that last basilisk. I'll try switching to my katana for the basilisks. Milady's moveset's not really great for dealing with them. Go. Where are the other ones at? Of course, there's just 2 this time. Holy shit, that was close. New element. Thank you. Bruh. Like, sure, that hit me, but why did it have to send me flying 10 feet? Got another basilisk, can't see shit. What's new? Okay. What a fun one. So you kill that for the Divine Beast Tornado. And we'll go back to Rauh Ancient Ruins West. I meant to show you the thing. That's right, I can do it on the map. Okay, so we were here on this platform. We jumped down from this bridge here. And then what I was talking about is if you just need to escape the fight and you just absolutely, like, do not want to die, can't afford to or whatever, you can jump down over here to the northeast onto this level here where all this water is. And this area is where we teleported to from this belfry over here behind Castle Ensis and Shadow Altus. We went through the Waygate and then teleported like right around here. There's like an item or 2 up here. And then the bird warrior guy just out in the middle of all this water. So that is actually where you'll jump to, and this is the section of Rauh Ancient Ruins that we could see from back there but couldn't actually get to when we teleported to it earlier in the DLC. But yeah, with that, let's go back through these double doors again. And we will go outside to the northwest this time. And you can take out the horned warriors out here if you want to. There's one over there. And where are they both? Oh yeah, they're both over here right now. But I usually just ignore them. Go for this revered spirit ash on the altar in the middle. And then to the northwest here, straight ahead, you'll see some ruins. We can go inside. We're going to ignore those for just a second and actually go down here to the right, down these stairs. Down to the right again. And I prefer to just run through this area because this is like a behemoth blood fiend in here. And all these dogs are annoying too. So grab the golden horn tender and then go northwest along this ledge on the left. And hopefully those guys don't chase us all the way over here. We'll see. Got at least one dog that wants to smoke, potentially. Yeah, I think we're clear. So start clearing out this hallway. These blood fiends are the regular ones, so they're no problem. And then you don't have to make this jump, I usually just do. I'll point out the other way here in a second, but I climb up this rubble here and then try to make a jump over to this ledge. Not really getting a good first jump here. Turn. There we go. So yeah, if you can't make that jump, just sit tight here for a second. All we're doing up here is grabbing the glimmering pot for revered spirit ash, and then dropping straight back down, and then down again to the northwest. We'll go down the hill, and there should be a lift right here, so I'll show you, well actually I won't show you that, but that'll get you up to where we just made the jump to. While we're down here though, I'll just grab the other two things down here real quick. So, I usually just run through here. No real reason to fight all the enemies. Somber Spinning Stone 1, incredible loot. Back here where the Miranda flowers are, get the aspect of the Crucible Bloom, and then we'll just backtrack to the lift and go up it now. So, there you go. You could just drop down right away and then take the lift to get up here to get that guy. I don't know why I usually do it the way I do, but that's just the order I do it. So, out here behind the second pillar on the left, you got some knot resin. And then we can go up these stairs now. Turn right to go inside this rot area, which... this first room you should be able to run through pretty easily. You'll probably get clipped by one, maybe two of these pest thread spears, or just knocked off your horse entirely. So now we have a problem on our hands. Not rolling through that very well. We'll try this again. We'll fight through. It's okay. You have to fight through the next room, otherwise you're definitely just getting stun locked by these. There's no way. It's got Scarlet Rot. That's crazy. So, we're saving all of 5 seconds running through this first room. Use some preserving boluses here. So straight at the end of this hallway here, a corpse with some dappled white cured meats, and then this is the room I was talking about that you're really gonna want to just carefully clear out, so you don't have to. We don't have all these guys shooting pest threads at you. What am I even doing right now? Bro, my camera. Okay. This episode's going real bad for me. I hope this is going better for you guys. How did that miss? Explain. You guys have another attack? I know the answer is no, but I still wish you would stop. I'm about to lose it, dude. Absolutely no mercy right now. Holy. Okay. Seems like this is one of those areas that's just very dependent on what build you have. My current weapon not working so great. Something a little bigger that can stagger them with normal light attacks would be very helpful, speaking from experience. So once that room is clear, out here we got Greater Potentate's Cookbook 9. Let me just double check, make sure I grabbed all the items in here. Yes, they're all pretty much garbage anyway. That's the worst part. But right here we got an invisible bridge. Just runs straight across this giant tower here. And this is the Altar of Light. So this is the third location of those sword altars. So if this is somehow the first one you found, you'll find the stone sheath sword here. Otherwise, this could be either the Altar of Darkness, or in my case, the Altar of Light. So I turned my stone sheath sword into the Sword of Darkness in the previous episode. I can swap it to the Sword of Light here at no cost. And if I had upgraded it, the reinforcements on the sword would persist through the change there. And then we can go back to the Altar of Darkness at the ruins of I don't know how to say that word, it's fine. But you see there, if you got these in the same order I did in the walkthrough, otherwise you just go to whichever other location is for you. Might be there, might be Fog Rift Catacombs, or the third location here in this tower. So with that, let's backtrack to that first rot room that I tried to run through unsuccessfully. And over here to the right, we got a lift. Okay, so if you go very far into this room, you're gonna get invaded by Hornsent if he's still alive and you've been doing his quest line. So for now, just go immediately out to the left. Come back for that room. And we'll go over here to the north along this cliff here. Find a seal for a spirit spring that is way down below. Jump down into that. And then take it up straight across to the northeast. And we'll go right first, and there should be a little walkway thing you can jump to here a couple times. Couple beast horns, and then back to where we landed, and we'll go up these stairs. Modeled necklace +2, and then we'll jump down back into the spirit spring and use it to get back to where we just were, where we unlocked the seal. Okay, so now we'll go, actually one more thing out here before we go back inside and deal with Hornsent. A dude straight across in the water. You probably don't have to deal with him if you're quick and grab this item. Really turn around, divine bird feathers incantation for you there, and then go back inside, and we'll probably take out this first pest over here just to be safe. And then getting invaded by Hornsent now, so he's going to be all the way at the top of these stairs. Can, if you want to, go through, like, wrap around behind the stairs down there to get some loot while you're killing time waiting for Hornsent to spawn in, or you can just do that afterwards, but obviously that's going to get you far enough into the room that it'll trigger his invasion, so. Well, yeah, he's going to invade you here only if you've been doing his questline and summoned him for the Mesmer fight. If not, he's not going to be here. Don't worry though, because if you don't kill him here, you'll get all these items that he just dropped in the next episode. But with that, let's mount back up and check behind these stairs for the loot I was just talking about. Some Scarlet Bud, S-Thread Spears, which looks something like that. So weird, like I 100% was wearing less armor and had less poise the last time I came through. I think that character that I played through here last on had like 30 some poise, maybe like 32 or 35 or something if I remember right. I got 51 on this character for that, like, soft cap break. Soft cap's not the right word, but you know, the break point you really want to be hitting with poise if you can. And on the other character, I never got knocked off of Torrent once. This was like, I remember pretty clearly because I played through it like this area like a week ago or something. Very strange, but I've gotten knocked off of Torrent, I feel like every single time they've hit me on this character. Doesn't make any sense. We'll level up our revered blessing there. And then this is the boss fight. So this is Romina, Saint of the Bud. You can summon Dryleaf Dane out here. Right there. She's very weak to fire and frostbite if you have either of those options. I might spec... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw on like a normal long-range fireball. Not either of these. We'll go with something like... Giant's Flame Take Thee. If you have some decently fast casting options, there are quite a few opportunities to use them in this fight. I feel like the boss will kind of like run away from you and then get stuck in like a big animation where she's doing some kind of grand attack trying to, you know, kill you. You know how bosses are, you know what they're on. And if you have some long range options, it's a good idea or good opportunity to just like weave them in while the boss is doing that. We'll see if I have a good opportunity for that in this fight. But when the boss is not far away, I would actually recommend just staying as close as possible. Basically just forehead pressed to the boss's face, because sometimes, pretty often in fact, they have a halberd, which will just kind of swing over the top of your head, which is really nice. It's not, you know, a foolproof method. Some of the boss's attacks, it's like, you'll see when we get in there, but it's like a centaur almost, but it's like a centipede, so it's got like a human upper half, and then the bottom half is a giant centipede. So sometimes like the whole centipede part will like spin around the boss's whole body, has a hitbox and does damage and all that. Being really close to it's not going to help you a whole lot there, but when the human part is attacking you just with the weapon, then being really close is going to help you not get hit a lot of the time, so you can just keep doing damage. But let's hop in there. It does have some Scarlet Rot build up, so maybe you could throw some Preserving Boluses on your hotbar. I feel like this boss, for me, usually goes down fast enough that I either don't get the Scarlet Rot, or if I do get Scarlet Rot, I'm probably dead anyway. I should level up. Gonna be like this, huh? Just running away from me. Wasp Spinger there, it's pretty easy to roll through honestly, but I was stuck in the drinking animation. Kinda like the poison flower blooms twice or whatever it's called, Ash of War that we picked up. That's kind of what I was talking about, where the centipede just hurts you. Alright, we got a little AoE here, it knocks me down unfortunately. A bunch of these butterflies that are going to explode. The boss floats up for that though, if you're not right underneath her and don't have to retreat away from that AoE. That's a great opportunity to do some long range damage, because it's just sitting there floating. Nice. Right here on the front of the boss. Kinda hard to reach if you're like behind her and stagger her, unfortunately, but it's alright. It's the wrong button entirely. Tried to throw a fireball there. Would have been a great time for it. and down she goes. So, yeah, I don't know. Mileage is going to vary with that boss, I guess, because I've heard some people say they really, really struggle with it. For me, I feel like if I just stay really close to her, like I was trying to do there, or like I told you to do at least, that a lot of her attacks just miss me, and the like bigger attacks, like where she flies up in the air and does the wasp stinger, or you know, when her blade is glowing pink and she goes in like a big swing, I feel like that stuff is so telegraphed. I personally don't have a super hard time dodging it, but yeah, I think for me the thing that helps the most is definitely just positioning as close as possible. Because the closer you are, I think the more she's going to want to use those regular melee attacks with the pole blade. So if you're in a position where you're not only baiting those out, but are kind of setting yourself up to just not be hit by them, that's pretty great. But you get the Remembrance of the Saint of the Bud, which you can trade for the pole blade of the Bud or the Rotten Butterflies incantation, and then get the Grace that spawns. Didn't mean to rest, but that's alright. And we will run straight ahead. Up ahead is the Sealing Tree, and to burn it you will need Mesmer's Kindling, which you get from killing Mesmer in Shadow Keep, of course. And burning it's kind of like burning the Erdtree in the base game. It's going to be a major points of no return for NPC quests, and it's going to take us into the final stages of the game, of the DLC specifically. If you've been following the guide though, you are absolutely fine to burn it now. So interact with it, burn the Sealing Tree, a cutscene is going to play, and you'll see all the shadow get burned away from the final dungeon of the DLC. Enir Ilim, however you say that, I don't really know. And after the cutscene, and one of the worst plot twists of all time, you just get teleported here instead of going up the giant staircase after the dancing lion that we fought back in Bellarat Tower, even though that is so clearly the entrance to this place, and it was blocked by the shadowy thorns, which is what set us on this whole adventure to get rid of the thorns in the first place. But no, let's just magically teleport inside. Genuinely such a fumble. But make sure you get the Grace so that you can warp back here, and then we want to warp to... oh, you need to rest so I can actually teleport. Then you want to warp over to Templetown Ruins nearby. Because now that the shadow is gone, we can get the reward from the Sacred Tower painting. Because in the painting, the tower is not covered in shadow. So if you go to the spot before you clear the shadow like we just did, it's not going to work, unfortunately. But we'll go east from Templetown Ruins. Catch this first Spirit Spring up here. Up once more. And then you can just follow the cliffs on the right if you have a hard time finding this, otherwise just cut straight across here, but you'll eventually run into it if you follow the edge. Somewhere up here you'll see like two little rocks jutting out right here. Painters should appear. And you get the Spiral Tree seal from that. So with that, we are ready for Enir Ilim, the last dungeon in the DLC. So I will see you in the next episode for the finale. Have a good one.